Woo!
Yeah. Everybody drinking real hard? This is gonna get rough right now. Not gonna lie. Everybody here does Facebook, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do Facebook. I didn't do MySpace, Twitter, anything. I'm 33 now, and I just did it over the summer. I just started getting into Facebook. And I think I did not do Facebook or any social media because I'm ashamed of my life. Like, I became a loser. I didn't become anything with my life, so I didn't want anyone to know about this. But so I just stayed away from it, and a lot of people didn't understand that. And I was like, why? Why don't you do Facebook? And I'm like, well, I have a little thing called shame. Like, I'm sure if Hitler were alive today, Hitler would have a Facebook, and he'd be posting pictures of gas chambers, and be like Mel Gibson and Disney Channel like. Because the most horrible people on Facebook, and they don't give a shit. They have no shame. They tell us about their daily lives. I was reading it the other day, and I read one post. Someone had put down, I woke up this morning, and I had a green bowel movement today. That means money's going to come my way. Like, where the fuck do you get that? What does the color of your shit have to do with getting money? Like, I wonder what would happen if they had red. If there was just blood shit. Is that period, or does that mean you're going to get cancer later? I just don't understand the stuff they put on Facebook. Like, it's just so much meaningless bullshit that people post on there. Like, your average Fort Wayne hood rat, they just misuse the word ratchet now. Like, ratchet is a tool. But I think that they mean wretched, because, well, let me put it in the context for you. I was reading one of their posts, and it went like this. It said, if that ratchet bitch is willing to stoop that low, it's like, you mean wretched. But they have no shame. They don't even know that they should be ashamed for using the wrong word. So I'm still trying to figure out Facebook. And one of the first things I did was I had to look up the girl who got away, because I think that's the first thing everybody does once they get on Facebook, right? And so I look her up, and she's a leading pediatrician down in Atlanta. She's married to a baseball player on the Braves, and apparently she makes good Bloody Marys. But I know that she can't. I can never friend request her, because she could never look at my profile, because there's not a fucking European vacation photo of me. I'm not standing beside a new car. There's no loving family photos. Homeless people have better profiles than I got. It's that horrible. But it's just this thing with shame. I don't think anybody has that anymore. Like, well, I'm ashamed of one thing, and I have to blame this on the internet. And I know a lot of comedians do the whole routine of the quantity of porn that they watch and how it's so hard to obtain when they're younger. But I like to talk about the quality of porn that I watch. It's fucking disgusting now. Like, this thing doesn't even twitch unless there's a three-legged cat and blood involved. It's that bad. So, a couple months ago, I'm scrolling through my cat porn, you know, and I'm about to hit play, and I hit play, and it's like, wow, real loud. I'm like, oh shit, let me put that back to the beginning. And I'll turn the volume down, because I have to turn the volume down because I live in a shameful little shitty apartment, and the walls are like this thick, you know, I hear everything. And I just don't want my neighbors to hear me, because every time I walk outside my apartment, I can just feel them looking at me like, there's that son of a bitch. So I have a little bit of shame, you know, but, so, I turned it down, and I could hear probably, now I'm going to say I'm certain, I heard a woman being murdered. There was loud screams, punching, slaps, and then just complete silence. And then there was a dragging sound. It was like, and I thought to myself for a second, like, I own a gun, so I could have went up there and helped this poor woman out. I could have called the cops. but I did nothing, not a fucking thing to help support woman. Like, they dredged her body out of St. Mary's a couple months ago. And I feel bad about it, but I just pressed play. She probably deserved it. One of the most shameful people that are on Facebook is the single mom, too. The single mom who just perpetually exploits her fucking children. There's just photo after photo after photo of them. And just taking away their whole privacy and all their life. Just every waking moment of their life is photographed and archived on digital form. And why? Why? It's always like, here's little Jimmy and Susie at the bus stop. It's their first day of school. Here's little Jimmy. I caught him masturbating for the first time. He looks so surprised. Here's little Susie. She just got a new two-piece. Strike it, girl. Why? Because they don't understand that there's a friend of a friend on their friends who's been going through albums and mobile uploads, and he's come across her, and he's a child pedophile, and he's just looking at it, he's like, oh yeah, Jimmy, you do look surprised, don't you? Go ahead, get on that diving board, Susie, I know you want to. Jump on it, jump, jump, jump. But then later on, he's going to come up with a really devious plan, and he's going to work his way into this single mom's life, and then he's going to become the stepdad, and then he's going to move on in, and yada yada yada. A year later, and there's a trial, and the kids are going through intensive therapy, and this woman has the audacity to get onto Facebook and make a post, and it's, wow. I can honestly say I never saw that coming. And so it was then that I decided to make my first post on Facebook, because I never post anything. I'm not Confucius or anything like everybody else. But I decided I'm going to make my first post on Facebook, and it went like this. Shame on you. You ratchet ass bitch.
Give it up for Lara again, once again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting a feel for this audience, right? When Van mentioned, like, single mom on Facebook, and just saying, like, how pathetic they are. That was the first round of applause we got. Like, the crowd was just full of, fuck single moms, yeah, he's right, screw them. Man, he preach it, brother. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, is Alex Eakin out there? Do we have Alex Eakin here? No? Okay, he's not real, so I'm glad no one came up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause for our first JIRK comedy, John Camarado, ladies and gentlemen.